Welcome to PlayStation Corner, my name is Alex. Today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite PSN deals covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. This new sale, it's two monster sales combined, the Critics' Choice sale as well as games under 15. Now this one, basically it's packing some heavy hitters, that is for sure. So with that, let's get started. If you do find content like this useful, consider hitting subscribe. We have deals and reviews weekly and it helps the channel a huge amount. As always then, I do have a winner to announce for a $10 PSN gift card later in the video and one more to give away. To enter, simply drop a comment down below and the winner, they'll be announced in next week's video. Evil West gets a new low then, 25% off, and this one it's going to be for the old school action fans out there. A Wild West meets vampire adventure. It is just completely old school where the focus is centered around having fun and not necessarily, complex controls or I guess smartly written dialogue. That said though, it does bring some fun combo based brawling, and between a slew of unlockable weapons and gadgets, yeah, as I said, I ended up having just a huge amount of fun. The story, it is ridiculous, but it even supports co-op play as well, and if you want to learn more, we did review this one on Xbox Corner, which I will link down below. Rollerdrome is one I reviewed here on PlayStation Corner, and I'll say it up front, this game is incredible. It's a mix of sports and gunplay and the idea is simple. Rollerblade in this world and avoid death by killing all others on the field. It's sort of like a spin on Running Man, but here we are skating straight towards our enemies. The controls are simple to pick up but difficult to master, and with a variety of guns to learn and enemies to take on, I got addicted to this one near instantly. Throw in then the reload system, basically you need to pull off tricks to reload, and yeah, what a simple but effective system, and overall this game it is just a blast. It's matching the low price here then with 34% off, and I've linked my full review in the pinned comments. Resident Evil Village gets 50% off, matching the low, and I was a fan of this one. The new first-person perspective they've adapted to recently, it's just really been working for me. Actually makes Resident Evil scary, and it's just a fun ride that moves beyond the usual zombie affair. Now in this one we do resume control of Ethan Winters, but now we're on the hunt for our kidnapped daughter. It's got some seriously iconic characters in here, and the location design is absolutely stunning. The big reason I wanted to shout this one out though, some of you may be grabbing a PSVR 2 later in the month, and do know this title, it will be getting a free VR2 upgrade. On the note of VR as well, I do want to announce we will be covering PSVR 2 here on the channel. Luke, who I work alongside at Xbox Corner, will be joining this channel as well, so we can deliver even more content. We're hoping to get hands-on with a VR day of release, but it really comes down to how efficiently PlayStation Direct are going to be handling that shipping. One thing is for sure though, expect a decent chunk of the day one VR 2 titles to appear here on the channel alongside our usual content. To Yomi will be for the samurai fans out there, especially if you're a fan of director Akira Kurosawa. You should definitely be taking a look here if that is the case. It is a clear influence. The gameplay, I'd describe this as a cinematic adventure, and we take on the role of a samurai who oversees a town and finds himself on the eve of an attack from a warlord. We stupidly head out to stop them, but it was all a trap, and the attack commenced without us present. Now we must venture to Yomi, the land of the dead, to help those we love. It's a combo of 3D exploration and 2D combat. Just a shame that the combat it is quite clunky and the parry can be what I describe as temperamental. I reviewed this on Xbox Corner, so I've linked that down below. 35% off then, that marks a new low price. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is a great spin-off for Persona fans, but instead of the usual RPG, they've went with a fighter and it is a ton of fun. It features cast members not only from the 4th game, but 3 also. Now as with many of the best in the genre, you can absolutely pick this one up and play with no experience, but mastering characters that will take time and commitment thanks to what is a complex combo based system. Modes wise then, it's got arcade, online play, quick fights and story. Just be warned with that story though, it is a visual novel, and without Persona 4 knowledge and I guess free to a certain extent, it's probably going to mean little to you. A new low price then, 50% off. The Ascent is here with 60% off, a new low price, another one I reviewed here on the channel, so find that down below. At launch, I still feel many were disappointed with what Cyberpunk 2077 had offered, so they basically turned to this. It was quite a bit more brainless, but it was a whole lot of fun, and it was in much better condition. A top-down isometric shooter, it's essentially a game of loot if anything else, and we exist in a world of warring factions in a location that was once run by this organisation, but they've now abandoned it, causing absolute chaos. You'll be working with the good and the bad to get to the bottom of what occurred, and it supports co-op play as well, which absolutely levels up the experience. And overall, I just love the world design they've got in here. On a mention of Cyberpunk 2077 as well, I do want to say it's a much better game now, and it's back on sale and matching the low with 50% off. Throw in then the official PS5 upgrade, and I do think at this point it's a game worth experiencing if you like their particular brand of heavy storytelling and gunplay. It has an impressive looking expansion coming as well at some point in 2023, starring Idris Elba. Stray is another Cyberpunk option that's on sale as well, 20% off, that is matching the low. Not sure this needs much of an intro. It was a breakout hit of 2022 where you play as a cat that's got trapped in a strange city full of droids and dangerous creatures. It's all about the exploration and solving mysteries while trying to find your way out of this cyber city alongside a drone. It's a lot of fun, and it pretty much broke the internet at launch. Excited now to see what this team does next. Horizon Forbidden West is back matching the low with 43% off. Now the pricing at the top of the screen, that is the PS5 build of the game. If you just need PS4, you can take $10 off or your regional equivalent. And yeah, this one, a third person open world adventure, a whole lot of fun, even if I don't think they may be as special as, many do. I am psyched for the next expansion though, and the VR spin-off. Our role in this one, restore order and balance to the world because it's dying, and the West, it holds new and dangerous threats. Some good characters, and visually it is stunning. If anything, this one, it's a great demo piece for the PS5 hardware if you are looking for one. F1 2022 is another one where the pricing above is for the PS5 build. If you want PS4, it's not going to be much of a saving, but do take $3 or your regional equivalent off. This is a series though I adore. I buy it every single year, and it never disappoints. This one, it upped the visuals, of course, while delivering, in my opinion, the best handling yet. If anything, it was just the weight of these cars that I really liked. Sadly, unlike 2021, there's no story mode, but that will be returning for the 2023 entry. It's a new low then, 70% off, and while I am excited to check out Gran Turismo 7 on the VR headset, this is the game I really want to see embrace the technology. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is some of the best writing in a video game of this generation. A sci-fi experience, it's a combination of exploration and heavy dialogue with very basic strategy battles. The latter, not something I would say you come here for, incredibly easy. Even the presentation in those moments, they won't be for everyone. It's done almost in this wired design, but the exploration, the dialogue, it is stunning. And those hand-drawn visuals just amaze me every single time. The story, it's 13 intertwined stories of characters coming to terms with, let's say, the destruction of the world around them, mysterious mechs, and kaiju. It's an acquired taste, so do watch a few reviews first, but in my opinion, this is a must-buy, and at 60% off, it matches the low price. Observer System Redux is a great little sci-fi horror experience. It impressed me enough that I double-dipped and I grabbed the PS5 build. It's another Cyberpunk one, but it's probably the darkest one on the list today, as it puts you in the role of a detective that is out to uncover what's happened to your missing son. This relationship, it was broken to begin with, and what follows is a journey around a smaller location as a neural police detective. What that means is you can hack into people's minds, see what they felt, they thought, and what they remembered, and that can be some seriously dark stuff, especially when the individual is moments away from death. Overall, just a really good story, the cast is incredible, and it looks stunning. It's matching the low price here then, with 50% off. Our winner of the week then, it's going to Ice Bandit, who shouted out Days Gone. I picked that up as the comment gives away to you all, and I've been enjoying it this far. Right now though, Dead Space is taking my free time, and I'll be dropping a video here on the channel at some point over probably the next few days or so. Congrats Ice, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Modern Warfare 2 will no doubt be a popular option then from this new sale. It's not a massive discount, but 25% off helps soften the blow on the bank account. I reviewed the single player on Xbox as well if you do want to check that out below. I honestly think this is just one of the best entries in years for the series. It's just so feature rich, a story mode that is completely over the top with some blockbuster moments, but I enjoyed every moment. Online play with everything from, everyone for themselves to team to classic modes. On top of that then, there's a mode that's comparable in ways to EFT. I had a blast and I know it's good because I still jump online occasionally at this point, but that is extremely rare with Call of Duty. I'm normally maybe a couple of evenings and done. Hades is another heavy hitter that's 40% off. This one is the king of roguelikes, and with a sequel announced, there's never been a better time to jump in. This price is exclusive to PS Plus members, so without that, expect to probably be paying a few extra bucks. Concept is simple though, we're trying to escape hell, but along the way we'll face off against some incredibly challenging moments, from rooms swarmed with enemies to epic boss encounters. Attempt, die and fail, repeat, that is the name of the game here, and between runs, do expect to unlock new weapons, build out our lead, and learn more from characters around the hub location. I have nearly no complaints about this game, I think it is absolutely incredible. Neon White then is our final game of the video. It's 20% off, a new low. I'm actually picking this up myself, full transparency there, but the reason I can speak so highly of this game is I played it and reviewed it on the Switch. It was one of my favourite releases of 2022. Now I want to see basically what a completely locked out frame rate and 4K does to the experience. Concept's a unique one as well. We are on our way to hell when we are pulled into heaven. They have basically a loose demon issue. If we help them, we can stay. The gameplay, what follows, it's speed running, first person, and you need to run and gun while platforming through this world. The spin, you pick up cards, these are your weapons, but they have alternate modes too, like a machine gun might be a dash, or a shotgun, it might give you a second jump. Use that option though and the card it will be discarded. Watch a full review, it's a unique system for sure, but it is absolutely incredible stuff. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week, or you're holding onto that cash? Let me know in the comments down below. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.